Showdown, we're talking about labor and the value of work and such. Will, if you don't mind, could you please pop up the ABC News article? And once I got into some of the details about this story, I was kind of shocked actually because I didn't know that states really gave a fuck about wage theft and the like. Every now and again, yeah, we'll get some stories that pop up. Sometimes it's actually the feds that take the lead on some of these wage theft stories and violation of worker rights, safety precautions or whatever. You don't see too much from OSHA these days, do we? No, OSHA got paid off regardless. Anyway, so it says New Jersey shutters 27 Boston markets. Why? Boston market restaurants. Why? Over unpaid wages and related worker issues. I think there's only 31 Boston markets in the state of New Jersey. Hold on, let me go to the chat. Donnie, did the Boston market in your town did they close it? Is it closed? Is it shut down? Well, the Boston market around the corner from me, well, maybe not far, not well, fuck it, y'all don't know, but somewhat around the corner from me. I'm right there on the East West Highway and Kenilworth Avenue. That joint is closed too. I thought it was closed for the purple line. I might be wrong. Hold on. Infinite, you ran us some more bucks. Hold on. Let me get to that in a second because you know I cannot walk and chew gum, right? We're aware. Oh shit, Zenzi Bell's in the building. Hold on, everybody. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Zenzi Bell's in the building. What's up, New York? New York came out tonight. Lucretia in here too. The whole New York, the city and the state. I love it. Thank y'all. Appreciate that, pimp. I want us to get the story from New Jersey directly. The local New Jersey. The local New Jersey. This is the NJ Spotlight News. This is, you don't get more local than that. This is the NJ Spotlight News. And they're going to tell us what kind of foolery Boston market had to do to get closed in New Jersey, to get shut down by the Department of Labor and of all places, New Jersey. Now, Donnie, correct me, and any of our New Jersey All-Stars, feel free to jump in. I could just be ignorant. I mean, all states are corrupt, right? But I think Jersey has a reputation for a certain level of graft and corruption. Obviously, Trump cut his teeth down there in Atlantic City. So I first when I saw this, I said, "Oh, somebody's bribe check did not clear." Somehow, the Boston market bribe check did not clear, but maybe New Jersey is actually serious about upholding some of their labor laws. So I want us to take a look at the package, and this is a pretty good package. This is a package, like I said, from the local New Jersey jump. This is from the NJ Spotlight News. Let us take a look.
So this is a large statewide case. It was prompted when our wage hour investigators received a complaint from a Boston market worker in Mercer County.
The next time you visit Boston Market, you might not be greeted by employees. Instead, you might see these red stop work order signs. That's because on August 14th, the New Jersey Department of Labor and Workforce Development ordered more than 24 Boston Market locations in Jersey to close after an internal investigation found that the rotisserie chicken giant amassed more than $2.5 million in back damages, fees, and penalties, including more than $600,000 in back wages owed to 314 workers.
Since then, additionally, 36 additional workers have come forward.
This Boston market here in East Orange is just one of 27 throughout the state that has now been ordered to stop operating due to multiple violations to workers' rights. And now the Department of Labor says it's all in an effort to stop future violations.
With the stop work order process, which was approved by Governor Murphy back in 2018, there is an expedited appeal process. So the owners have the right to appeal the stop work order, and we need to give them a hearing within 7 days. But importantly, as part of the stop work order law, workers will be paid or due to be paid for up to 10 days during any stop work order.
Boston Market operates all across the US, all across the map. You can go anywhere and you walk in and it's the same store. It's the same aesthetic, the same food, the same menu, maybe little local variations. But the thing that's different from state to state is that we have different departments of labor with different labor laws in place. So here in New Jersey, we actually have some pretty strong labor protections to protect workers' rights. So a company like that needs to be very mindful of what the different laws are in place when they're operating franchises in different locations.
Todd Vachon is an assistant professor of Department of Labor Studies and Employment Relations at Rutgers University. Vachon says the investigation could in turn hold other big franchises accountable in the future.
It's a big deal to see this happen. But I think that it's a lot more common and widespread than we realize, right? So this is really bringing it to light and having some charges in place. But I'm sure there's violations like this happening all across the labor market with various other companies. And it's encouraging for working people to see that there actually are charges being filed and that an employer is being held to account and being forced to comply with the law.
We reached out to Boston Market, but they didn't immediately respond to our request for comment. The DOL says the ultimate goal is to protect all businesses, whether it be a small mom and pop on Main Street or a large corporate multinational on Wall Street. For NG Spotlight News, I'm Raven Santana.
I think Raven misspoke at the end there. She said the DOL, or actually maybe the DOL said exactly what the fuck they meant to say, but what she read was that the DOL said that it's their duty or their job to protect all businesses, even if it's a small mom and pop or the corporate. I thought you're supposed to protect the workers. Are we protecting the businesses or are we protecting the workers? But it seems like the New Jersey Department of Labor said, no, Boston Market, this ain't going to fly. Shut 27 out of 31 stores down. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, New Jersey's not a big state, but still. An incredible message there being sent. But I want to contrast this. Hold on. Before I start contrasting, let's focus on some numbers that we heard recited there, okay? It is over $600,000 in back wages, stolen wages, owed to 314 workers. These numbers are going to be important because I'm going to contrast this to some other shit. So we're talking about over $600,000 in stolen wages owed to, at present, 314 workers. Boston Market is facing $2.5 million in fines and penalties from the state, right? So we're at about 3 million, about $3.1 million, but only 600,000 of that is from stolen wages, right? And I say only, that's not a small number to sneeze at, okay? We're talking about over 314 people not being paid for the labor that they've already performed, right? Dawn, is the rent too damn high in New Jersey? I already know the answer. The rent is high from Newark and Hoboken down to fucking Camden and Cape May. I don't know what else is in New Jersey. What's in South Jersey? Camden. What's one of them other black towns down there in Jersey? I don't fucking know, but you know what I'm talking about. It's not cheap to stay in Jersey. Jersey is very high, and especially for those that are privileged to be homeowners. I call it a privilege. I know what the Jersey property taxes is like. That shit probably don't feel like a privilege to it. It probably feels like a sentence. Like, God damn, like I gotta pay this every year. But regardless, it's not cheap to live in Jersey. So the audacity of a big corporation like Boston Market. I mean, Boston Market may not be everybody's top choice, but there's enough Boston Markets that Boston Market can afford to pay these fucking people, yeah? So anyway, the numbers are important. We're talking about $600,000 in stolen wages. That is a big number for a big company in one state, okay? Keep that in mind. The next story I want to contrast what we just saw with aired last night, or actually I think they re-aired it this morning on the Today Show, because I seen the shit on NBC Nightly News. And since the news, the mainstream media machine is getting so trifling and lazy, they very easily and quickly recycle stories. So whatever you see on NBC Nightly News is going to be on the Today Show tomorrow, because them niggas is cheap and they need to hire more journalists because you can cover more fucking stories. Ain't no need to be repeating, so I don't care what the turnaround time is. Nope. Run me some new stories. I don't want to hear no old shit that I saw last night on NBC Nightly News, even though I do not watch the Today Show. But regardless, we'll get that Today Show clip queued up. because I want y'all to hear the breathlessness, the heavens to Betsy, the tone, the panic, the urgency, not only laid out by the NBC News when they report this story, but by the elected officials out of Los Angeles addressing the quote unquote smash and grab crisis that is gripping the Los Angeles area. You know what else is gripping the Los Angeles area? Unhousedness. You know what else is gripping the Los Angeles area? Fucking climate change. And I want you to, and some numbers are going to be run in this piece that I want you to note. I want you to make a note of. I want you to hear them when they say them and compare it to the number that we just heard coming from the hundreds of thousands of dollars of wage theft that Boston Market, a singular company, committed against hundreds of employees in one state. So, Will, if we could, let's get that Today Show drivel up there real quick.
This morning, lawmakers trying to take action amidst a surge of violent smash and grab robberies.
Our message is clear. Those who commit these crimes will be caught.
Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass announcing a new task force to fight retail crimes on the heels of several brazen burglaries in recent weeks.
No Angelino should feel like it is not safe to go shopping in Los Angeles.
Just days ago, thieves made off with more than $100,000 in handbags from a Gucci store in Costa Mesa, while last weekend dozens of robbers swarmed this Nordstrom in LA. Authorities estimating that haul could range from $60,000 to $100,000. And while some critics argue LA County's $0 bail policy for some low-level nonviolent offenders could be empowering criminals, District Attorney George Gascon disagrees.
We will use every tool available under the law when there is an arrest made to make sure that these individuals are held accountable.
And it's not just LA. Smash and grab crimes have been impacting communities nationwide.
They're going in stores, just going out, just stealing stuff, and nobody's doing nothing about it.
Including in Illinois, Florida, and beyond in recent years, with drugstores and pharmacies also major targets. Last year in New York, 41 people were arrested in a multi-million-dollar theft ring for swiping luxury and drugstore goods and reselling them on eBay. One poll by the National Retail Federation found more than half of consumers think crimes like looting and shoplifting have increased since the start of the pandemic, as shoppers call on elected leaders to do more.
It's a shame that citizens are, just trying to do their regular shopping and are impacted by other people's poor decisions.
Now, as you saw from these videos, getting caught up in the middle of something like this can be terrifying. If you do, experts say it is super important to stay calm, think about escape routes in advance, keep as much distance as you can between you and those who are robbing the store, get help as soon as possible, call police, but you do not want to intervene. In cases like this one, robbers use bear mace on security. Savannah.
Wow. All right, Gotti, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Turn that nigga off. No, Al Roker, shut up. shut your ass up. That's Lenny Kravitz's cousin. Y'all knew that, right? Al Roker is Roxy Roker's first cousin. Ergo, therefore, making him and Lenny Kravitz, I believe, second cousins. Isn't that wild? Bahamian. Anyway. So y'all seen that, right? Oh my goodness. First of all, if I seen a bunch of people doing the smash and grab, I'm staying out of the way. What do you mean? I don't interfere? No problem. I don't have interfere for what? This ain't my shit. This sound like a Nordstrom's problem. This ain't Kim's problem. This sound like a Gucci problem. This ain't Kim's problem. What I look like? What anybody look like trying to interfere with the work of people who are clearly organized. You want to talk about organization? Do y'all really want to talk organization and strategy? It's right there. It's right there. It's running in the Nordstroms and breaking everything and running out. And listen, I'm not mad at them. Like, I'm never mad at property crimes. You know what? I'm definitely absolutely not going to be mad at any sort of property crime in this economy. Let me be specific. Property crimes against either corporations or against the wealthy elites, right? That sounds like a them problem. You know what I'm saying? That is not a me problem. And that fucking what do y'all call it? What do y'all well-read people call the shit? Class antagonism at the end. I don't understand. Well, working people are just trying to shop and mind their business, and that's just a big problem, and we don't understand. Mind your business. You need to be asking them where they selling them jeans at later, because they're gonna give them to you at a good price. Again, Americans have this very warped, misplaced allegiance to business and corporations, like it's your business, like it's your corporation, and it's not. It's not. Even if you work there, that's not even your shit. And even if you work there, you are getting exploited for your hourly wage, and their employee discount should be way more. Like, you getting it on both ends. Like, anyway, I don't get when people just be willing to ride or die for the fucking company. Like, it does not pay to be a company man, company woman, company gender non-conforming person. No, stop riding for these fucking companies. But anyway, hold on. But you guys notice the difference. Like, you guys notice the difference in tone. And I assure you, despite the fact that New Jersey Boston market stealing of the wages story was on ABC News, I don't think it is being covered in the same way, in the same tone, with the same urgency coming from elected officials. Like is the governor of New Jersey has he pledged a task force to investigate all wage theft? You know what I'm saying? Like, are police resources being allocated to prosecute and come up with charges and find the ways that these corporations are intentionally breaking the law, stealing from their workers, stealing time, stealing money, stealing benefits, stealing opportunities, making them work under challenging conditions that may be illegal? Like, are the same resources, police resources, being allocated when it's clear? If we're talking about a numbers game, if we're talking about truly the amount being stolen, wage theft is a far greater crime per the numbers versus so-called smash and grab. Boston Market allegedly stole over $600,000 from 314 people, right? That little Nordstrom's hit estimated might get 60K. Maybe. Maybe. Because y'all know how it is. You with boosters and stuff. These people are not charging you the full price of things. They're not charging manufacturers suggested retail price out there. You know, I don't know what's the hip jeans. I can't even speculate. I'm gonna say True Religion and truly date myself. I don't fucking know, but whatever. The whatever the trendy denim is, it's not being sold for the retail price out at the swap meet. Let's be clear. So the numbers don't even equate. They don't even come close. But the mainstream media is not interested in reporting corporate wage theft. Why? Well, because they themselves are corporations, and they themselves are also stealing wages from their employees. So I would imagine it's a story that they don't really care to bring that much attention to. But that is where it is incumbent upon us to be not only discerning news consumers, but we have to be propagandizers out here. You know what I'm saying? So when our respectable brethren and sistren, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and your cousin that has done well, and they talk that dumb shit, they talk their dumb, respectable shit, you remind them that these people are out here stealing for a number of reasons, and that is something that that Today Show piece didn't even bother to ask. If these property crimes are up, why are they up? Are we seeing greater levels of housing instability? We know that food prices are up. We know that utility prices are up. We know everything is up. It's no point to even sit there and enumerate all the shit that's up. Pick a category. Everything is fucking up. Everything is up. Yeah, people gonna be out here stealing because people need to eat. People need to remain housed. People need to clothe their children. I am never mad at survival behavior. Never. I don't care if it's shoplifting. I don't care if it's smash and grab. I don't care if it's selling weed. I don't care if it's selling ass. Like whatever. If everything, if everybody, so long as everybody's doing shit consensually, right? Survive. I wish we did not live in a society and under a system that required people to maybe do things that they otherwise would not do. You know, sure, thou shalt not steal. Some people might feel a way morally about that, but not when it comes to being hungry. You know what I mean? And if people weren't hungry, would they be out here stealing? If their housing needs were met, would they be out here stealing? Will, if you could, put up that piece from LA Taco. And I want to bring this together in this way because shout out to the journalists and LA Taco, if you guys are not familiar, is a very interesting publication based out of Los Angeles. Yes, they do taco stand reviews. Okay. I trust I trust the reviewers of LA Taco, but they also do some really dope, deep journalism pertaining to the Los Angeles area. And this one is written by Lexus Oliver Ray. And yep, what does that headline say? It says all bad. It says nearly 2/3 of LA's $1.3 billion in COVID relief funds went to cops and firefighters. 0 went to building housing. Huh? Oh, yeah. Y'all read right. And it goes on to say that the funding that Los Angeles received specifically under the American Rescue Plan Act, the CARES Act, it was described as a once in a generation opportunity to truly invest in affordable housing in Los Angeles. We got any LA All-Stars out here? Where my Cali folks? West Side? Can you live in LA? Okay. Can you live by yourself in LA? What's that like? A challenge? Yep. The article goes on to say, it says, but nearly 2 years later, after receiving the funds, the city hasn't allocated a single cent from the $1.2 billion award towards building temporary shelters or permanent housing for the homeless. By the way, the number of homeless people has increased in the Los Angeles area exponentially. And see, kind of therein lies the rub. And I encourage you all to I might be able to drop this in the chat because I'm in the chat. I want y'all to check this out because I think it's a well-written piece, well-researched here by Lexus Oliver Ray. Big up to LA Taco for the journalism, and shout out to all the independent media outlets out there in Los Angeles. Knock LA, big up, you know. We fuck with it. We fuck with it. But again, where is the focus of law enforcement, everybody? Where is the focus? The focus is on the black and brown folks stealing from corporations. The focus is never on the corporations stealing from the working people, the black and brown people, right? That to me should be the bigger shame. The fact that people have already extended their labor, they've already given their time, they've already done their blood, sweat, and tears on the job, and they can't even get what they've earned. Which, by the way, whatever they've quote earned is likely continues to be theft, right? Whatever they're making, they need to be making more. So they're getting stole from 2 times, yeah. But also the theft of resources that continues to be diverted away from the people and towards the police. And when the people respond hungry with survival behaviors, then there comes the justification. Oh, see, this is why we had to give the money to police in the first place, to keep all these poors in place. Look at what these poors are doing. They are stealing the shit out of Gucci. They are stealing the shit out of Gucci. We need the police out there because we got to protect them Gucci bags. Isn't it a madness? Do we not live in the upside down? Aren't y'all tired of being in this dumb fucking country? And where are the racists at? Where my Go Back to Africa funds? Send them. Cash App, BID, WKB. I will happily take your Go Back to Africa funds. Thank you. Y'all are late with the shit. I have been begging for the whites to send me back to Africa. When? When? Book the flight. Dulles to Accra. Put me me on that plane. I'm ready. Franny, to be fair, Franny has already contributed to Kim's Go Back to Africa Fund. And I tell you, Franny, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your support. Thank you. I need you to go tell the others that we got some mouthy, racist black woman on YouTube, and she is daring us to send her back to Africa. But I know Franny don't kick her with the racist. But so anyway, that would never happen. But regardless, you guys see my point. But anyway. So listen, the takeaway, my long-winded takeaway is, listen, corporate wage theft is greater and forever will be greater than any sort of citizen or resident or hungry person theft that they could ever do. You understand? Like those so-called shoplifting rings at Nordstrom, do you understand they would have to be robbing every Nordstrom every day, every hour on the day to even compare to what corporations steal every day from working people in this country? It doesn't even compare. So we have to laugh at the media. We have to mock them. We have to deride them because they are clearly focused on the wrong shit. But they are intentionally focused on the wrong shit. But that's what I'm saying. We have to tell our folks, okay? We have to propagandize our people. That's kind of what my mandate is. That's kind of like my self-imposed mandate here. You know, I don't know when, where, and how I fit into organization. I don't know that. I'm still trying to figure that out. In the interim, what I will do is try to be a propaganda voice, okay? Like, because the dark side is strong. The force is strong with the dark side. You understand? They have got our folks in the way that they see the world, the way that they see this country. They have got a lot of our folks in a fucking chokehold. You know what I'm saying? And it is our responsibility to free them as much in ways big and small that we are able. And if we have to debunk this American exceptionalism, capitalistic narrative for our folks, we have to do that every single time, okay? So if your respectability auntie or your bougie cousin see that story, oh my God, I can't believe they were stealing out the Nordstroms. That's why you can't give niggas shit. No! No. Check that shit. Check that bougie classist bullshit. Check it on the spot. And if your bougie cousin get mad, fuck them. Fuck them. They need to hear it because they don't hear it enough, obviously. So anyway,